talk about, man. Saturday night's main event took place
with no main event.
That was atrocious. I'm sorry, man. That was, as a basketball fan, I was.
Well, you know, hey, let's
and a wrestling fan.
Oh, Deonne.
We have a lot to talk about with this one. We have a lot to talk about. This is gonna be a packed episode. So if you are a wrestling fan, be prepared because we got a lot that we're gonna be covering. But let's start off with kickoff show match. Right? Was this the first match?
I didn't see it.
Very interesting. There was a whole match with Trick Williams. I believe the United States title was on the line.
I guess a good warm-up match for the crowd.
Oh, so no one saw this.
They failed. This was they had scheduled this. And at 8:00, I was on there and I didn't see this match.
I got there at the beginning.
I don't know what happened.
Very interesting. Very interesting. And it's not on there when you go back and watch it on Peacock.
That's
what I was gonna say. I was like, because I didn't watch it live.
So shout out to Trick Williams. He apparently won that match. Again, no information, no nothing. So that's an interesting way to start off Saturday night's main event. Mm-hmm. Then we move into the tag team titles, which is very interesting. The WWE has tag team titles still. The team of Brie Bella and Paige took on the faction Fatal Influence. And ladies and gentlemen, will you finally do something right? We have new tag team champions in Fallon Henley and Lacey Evans. That is not her name, is it?
No, definitely not. Delaney Reed.
Laney Reed.
Because I was gonna think, like, are they gonna do the Freebird rules with these titles?
I hope not. I want JC to have gold. Like, that's understandable. I like seeing this faction all in gold. Like, I've never had a problem seeing that with them when they were on NXT. I think it's something that should happen on SmackDown, and I think you should do something in this form of a trios type of game, because especially with like a Jade Cargill, Michin, and B-Fab, it's like, hey, yeah, this makes for great television.
That's a good setup.
Yeah,
I'm here for that.
But Deonne, your thoughts? Did they make the right decision on this?
Yeah, they didn't have to press Brie Bella's music again, so I was all for it. That was I was all for it.
I was waiting for it.
Right decision, mainly based off of that. But no, for real. Actually having giving it to a team, a tag or two women who could actually be like a tag team because they're already in a faction too, helps that division out. Having it with, I don't know, man. I don't know what I would say about Paige's return. Like, it's been a little lackluster because I don't think that's what we were expecting. Maybe it's an easy way to ease her back in. I don't know. But they needed the titles off of them, and it makes it better this way because now you got two young women who can carry that tag. Well, who can help the tag team division. And like you said, you got Jay's crew on their side. Granted, they're all heels, so I don't know if they'd ever mix or trade titles like that, but I was all for this. This is good, and it's good for like young NXT talent who's coming up to be like, okay, because we got So Ruka with a title out the gate. It felt like now we see the next crop NXT come out with a tag team title. So I'm completely down for it, man. Like, I keep thinking about what you say about killing the tag team division. Will, I give it some thought. I don't want it to go away. I really don't. And I feel like there's enough women on that roster who aren't doing much to become a tag team, to be put together to become a tag team, right? I think there's more hope in the women's tag team division than the men's when I look at all the rosters across the shows and what they got in NXT.
Okay. Honey, where does this leave Brie Bella and Paige now? And what is the next chapter for these two currently in the WWE?
I personally think, I mean, if you ask me personally, it's about goddamn time. But I think that what this is going to lead into is obviously the whole, this is a way to ease back, I guess. I don't know when her timeline is. Does anybody know Nikki Bella's timeline for when she's supposed to be back from injury? Like we don't really have a set timeline for her. So maybe there's something that we don't know going on behind the scenes as far as issuing her return and potentially bringing back the Bella twins the way it was supposed to be, and giving something for Paige where they're knocking her off to the side, saying it's because of you that this tag team wasn't anything, and because of you we lost these titles, blah blah blah, because you should have never came back, something like that, something very Mean Girl Bella-ish. I don't know, but anything that's going to help ease Paige back to going into singles action, I would appreciate that, because I really haven't enjoyed her return.
Okay. Well, congratulations to the new tag team champions.
Do you think it was the right move? Oh, sorry.
I think it was perfect.
Okay.
All in all, the right move was called. I think we were all waiting.
The right play was called. You read the right play.
We were all waiting for this.
Yeah. So congratulations to them. Then
all of this is just, I won't say anything. I'm good. It was a very New York Saturday Night Main Event, man. Heavy.
Mm-hmm.
I have nothing bad, no notes on this entire thing.
This was great. I will say this was great. This was entertaining, and I more and more I see why Danhausen is where he's at right now.
This is one of those segments where I think everybody won. Like no one lost. Like Dominic didn't lose. JD didn't lose.
Mm-hmm.
Once again, shout out to him for having his first singles match on the PLE.
Right.
And that was just amazing to see. But I felt like everybody won in this segment. Like everybody hit their marks properly. Everybody hit their cues. Their humor was where it needs to be. Like this was a well-executed segment for Danhausen with a lot of plays in motion. Like it's so much that was happening, but you couldn't turn your eyes away.
And the minute you saw that he had a cat in a cage and threw a jersey in there, I was like, who's coming out of there? He goes, cat. I was like, you're a genius. I was like, duh. Like, of course they would do something like that. That was pretty damn funny.
Yeah.
The toughest he's looked too, honestly. Cat came out there looking pretty tough.
This was very well put together for especially doing it in the place where it needs to be celebrated, which was New York, and being able to like this felt like early 90s, like late 70s, like 80s. It felt like those type of things where it was like, hey, we are at this great median between sports, between entertainment, and having the two combined.
Yeah.
Like this reminded me of like when Dennis Rodman was in WCW. It's like it gives you those feelings of just like, yes, this is what you need to get back to. And this is like, and I think you found that perfect formula for Danhausen.
And it didn't need to be that thought out. That was exactly very Danhausen, and it was dedicated to the champs and whatnot. I thought it was fun.
I think it was well thought out. I think it was just executed flawlessly. I think it was like the flow of it was so good. It looked simple. Like there's a lot of pieces that like went into how making all of this work.
You could literally tell like they were all like, all right, let's just have some fun with this. And it was like, oh, okay, we got some entertainment and a match. And there you go. And Danhausen and Minniehausens.
Deonne, any thoughts on this? Or
I mean,
I
didn't. It was fine. I mean, Danhausen has worked on this character for years. He has it down, and now he just has the production budget to be able to do all the zany stuff that he's ever wanted to do, man.
Right.
So it's like Pee-wee's Playhouse essentially sometimes with this guy. But the celebrity tie-in is always cool. The choke slams were okay. I don't know. I mean,
he's not he's not a wrestling athlete. He's a basketball player. He just dunked him. You know, it made it look like a dunk.
No, it was fun. It was. I don't know. I think I was sour. Here's probably the reason why. Because I saw the last segment of Saturday Night Main Event before I saw the whole show. So I think that sort of affected my look on, like, I take on this one a little bit, just a bit. But again, it's Danhausen being Danhausen. They know his character, he knows his act, and they've utilized him very well in these celebrity crossovers. So I think it was okay.
If this was Cody Rhodes, this would have been a masterpiece to him.
Oh, it sure would have.
Cody Rhodes just
sure would. Wait. Please. Look off to the distance.
Well, you put it all, but you can't even put it all together. Just what else do you need?
worthy of main eventing every Saturday night main event ever till he passes away.
Oh my gosh. See, yeah, I love that there's no background from me. Like, yeah, I said it. Still to this day.
Stuck in your ways, Deonne.
This was fine. This was fine.
This, however, was more than fine. This was,
man.
Lyra Valkyria took on Bayley, and Lyra, with this new attitude, showed up and showed out. She took the victory here over Bayley, and I think that you have something new to be able to see within Lyra. But honey, let me ask you first your thoughts on this match and the heated rivalry now between these two.
Man, I'm excited. If anything, this just kicked up my excitement for it up a notch, especially with how well Lyra performed. Bayley does what she does, and Lyra looked like $1,000,000. This was more about showcasing Lyra's turn and how much she's changed and how this relationship with Bayley has changed her. And boy, did it show. Because I believe you texted the chat, Will, and you were like, she just had her Becky moment. You know what I mean? And because she kind of busted her nose up, which was a really hard, pretty stiff punch to the face. And I think her nose was broken. And they seemed like, or busted open, they just seemed like they were trying to stop it, or they were checking on her. She's like, she just kept on going. And I was like, that's what I want. That's the Lyra I've been looking for. Like, just get out there, get gritty. Don't care about nothing. There's no more Mr. Nice Bird Lady at all. And I'm here for this. And the entrance, the look, the change of the theme song. Feeling it. I'm feeling it.
Totally.
Yeah. First, let me ask get a quick answer. Your thoughts on the new shift in Lyra?
I knew you were going to ask me that. I think it was last week I was saying, like, man, I kind of missed how she was a little bit, like the elegance of Lyra at the beginning. Let me say, okay, let me hear me. You asked me a question.
Hey, no one stopped you. No one stopped you.
You asked me a question.
Nobody stopped. You could have.
I've been watching.
I'm gonna put my shades on because I can't.
I've been watching old rock
ride.
promos the last 2 days, man. You asked me a question, I'm gonna answer a question. But the reason, but it's like that picture of her on 2K on the game on the menu.
Oh,
that's a dope Lyra picture. I thought she could make it with that, man. But this is a fresh repackaging of Lyra. No matter what visuals she had or how she looked, she needed it. She needed sort of like a little reboot. Like, okay, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna shift you into this now. And Bayley's the perfect person to work with that. Even though Bayley was a heel back in the day, a little with that damage control stuff, which I don't really like to talk about too much. But now she's a what? now
we just didn't know that was such a sensitive topic for you.
It was. Damage control was the worst. But having Bayley be that person, like they've have this friendship and all this back and forth, and for her to like do this to her in this match, have a hard hit match, Like this was Bayley being Bayley at her best too. Great baby face, great selling, making Lyra look like $1 million. But that was that's one of my favorite Lyra matches now. By far. And if this is that new attitude with her now, like let's roll with it, man. Let's see where we get to now. Because would y'all say, is there anybody on the roster similar to her right now? So there's a lane for her. Like so now she's carved her own lane.
So that's my follow-up question to you was what is the best next move to capitalize on this momentum coming off Saturday night main event? Like where should Lyra be focused now?
Is her and Bayley situation over with? Was that the end of that?
I'm asking you. You paint us the picture.
Dang, man. I don't know, because I'm looking. Oh well, it could be to recapture her Intercontinental title. That could be her main focus now. And when you have a babyface now like Sol Ruca, that sets it up really good for a babyface heel like standard situation there. So she can finally go back after her title that she feels like, because how did she lose it? You remember how she lost it? Does anybody?
Becky.
I think the Becky.
It was to Becky. Those times. Yeah.
For Becky stompers and Becky took the title.
Yeah. I would love her to see her go after that. I think her sort of having a stranglehold on the Intercontinental title in that division is a good next step. But I kind of want to see her more with Bayley. I don't know. I like Bayley. So any Bayley in anything I'm watching. But if this is over, I'm putting her in like that title hunt to go after Sol Ruca. That's her target.
If you want to shoot that low with her, but we know how you feel about that.
Oh, we shooting high. We step back.
I mean, what I would do is I would put her in some big name matches because you beat Bayley. So you know what I'm saying? Like, that's a big name on Raw. Like, I think if you go after two more, like, I don't find it unbelievable Liv versus Lyra for the World Heavyweight Championship.
Not now, yeah.
Not now, especially.
Yeah, especially with this type of character. I know she just needs at least like 2 more big wins under her belt. Like, if she could beat Io, if she could beat maybe Raquel, there's a story there for her to go after the world title. Because let's think about it. She's already done what she's needed to with the IC title for right now before you got to start taking that lap again.
But this could be a good run, though. This could be a good run.
She had a good run.
If she does do it again, would that make her 3 times?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would make her a 3-time IC, huh?
But that's what I'm saying. Like, why not have you at least be seen in the world heavyweight picture? So then that way it rotates in there more. Because again, if you put her back in the IC run, that's another year and a half, maybe 2 years of her chasing that. When it's like there's not enough people right now in the world title picture with the simple fact, look at what they're doing with Io. Io is really all they got left right now.
You're saying strike while the iron's hot, pretty much.
Yeah, like strike. Yeah, like you have a dope personality that combats what people are doing. Like, again, let her get some big wins under her belt. Like I said, let her beat a Io fair and square, or, like if you wanted to go crazy or whatever, any of those things. But, like, I think she should be someone that should be considered to go after the women's world title.
I can see that. No, I can definitely see. If that's with this character change and all that, why not? Like, why not shoot for it? Especially with that title, there's more parity with that title anyway than the one over on SmackDown.
Yeah.
If not, do you think Money in the Bank would suit her?
No.
Okay.
No. There's too many other people that need Money in the Bank.
I figured that.
Who do you think needs it?
Well, there's plenty of names on that, but we
I think I know. Who he's on.
That's for another episode. We've talked about that before.
Okay, it's always.
And then I want to talk. I wanted to talk about that more after SummerSlam because I feel like we didn't get a more easier picture of what Money in the Bank could look like after everything's said and done.
It's kind of throwing off our whole summer not having Money in the Bank in the middle. You know? I mean, in my head, for me personally, like there's, you know what I mean? Like it just, I always thought Money in the Bank made sense before SummerSlam. I don't know why.
Well, we have a segment that we're going to be talking about with SummerSlam, which I think will maybe ease your mind into why Money in the Bank doesn't really need to happen in the summer anymore and could be great in October.
Okay.
But we move on to.
No, I'm sorry. I'm talking to myself, man. I apologize.
What you got to say, Deonne? We'll go back to
what do you want to talk about?
I just said like I thought having that WrestleMania was a good WrestleMania thing to have too. Having Money in the Bank there, so it was always.
Oh no, I'm still for that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought when they said getting rid of like certain PLEs like Hell in a Cell, I thought Money in the Bank was going to be one of them.
Yeah,
I like WrestleMania. I think if you're having 2 nights of WrestleMania, you should throw Money in the Bank in there. One night men, the second night women. Like
there's their main, there's their attraction. Since we don't have the streak anymore, like there was always something to look forward to. Like, hey, let's see who gets their contract or that briefcase at Mania. They only did it a handful of times at Mania, I think. It wasn't that many.
And that turned those people though into legends.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that turned Edge's whole career around.
Boy, it did.
CM Punk. Like there's like
RVD win it there?
I don't think so. No, I think he won it at another
RVD.
time.
Okay.
Because it was, I forget how his went. No, because his was, because the first one was at New Year's Resolution, and that's when Edge won.
But that was the cash in.
Oh, that was the cash in, yeah.
Yeah.
And then there was another one that Rob won because that's when ECW came back. And he got a title shot. I don't remember. It's
WrestleMania 22. RVD defeated Shelton Benjamin, Ric Flair, Matt Hardy, Finlay, and Bobby Lashley.
Was in that.
And then Money in the Bank in 2013 when he returned, but he didn't win that one. It was
they only had 6 of them at WrestleMania. So it was only for 6 years.
Didn't Jericho win one of those?
He's never. I don't think he's ever won it. It was his. The story is that it was his idea to get people on the roster.
Though, right?
He was in the very first one.
He pitched it for WrestleMania 21, so it started around that time, but he's never won it.
Edge, RVD, Mr. Kennedy. Remember, he lost it. Punk.
This was the match of the debut of Money in the Bank. Chris Jericho, Edge, Christian, Shelton Benjamin, Chris Benoit, and Maven.
And who?
Maven.
Maven wasn't in that match.
She just all right. Let's get back on track. Let's get back on
WrestleMania 21. WrestleMania 21.
Looking right at it.
Benoit, Jericho, Christian Kane, Shelton Benjamin.
Kane, it doesn't.
Kane was in that first one because those ladders caught on fire during his entrance. I remember that vividly.
Somebody got some facts wrong. That's not what I see.
And Edge, that was everybody. That was everybody in the first one. Maven was done by then. I'm sorry, we got off track, man. I apologize. It's my fault.
I'm not saying anymore.
Maven had moved back down to Texas by then.
That's a whole 15 minutes. And I was like, and I knew as soon as he said, well, who you think deserve it? I'm like, no, because we're going to get off of the show and we're going to go off the rails.
I can't listen to Maven, man. I can't listen.
The next match. That's Saturday night.
Hold on.
I can't listen to Maven.
Yo, man, stop.
Man, it's like a chalkboard. Just
I'm not going down this path.
Very Dean Douglas.
Have y'all heard Maven? Have y'all heard?
Yes, we have. We have. We can't unhear Maven. We can't unhear Maven.
Like, did he sound like that when he was? He did not sound like that 20 years ago.
Yo, I got all respect to Maven, but sometimes I just be like, yo, shut the fuck up.
I'll happily read these captions with the volume off.
Oh my god!
That nigga be so hurt and angry. I'm like, hey, bro, like
how do you wake up this mad? Like, go sit under a tree and put your head, lay down. You know, ground your feet into the grass or something. Like, bro, it's not all that bad. It's fine. It's okay. God, anyway, next match.
And he got the nerve to talk about trust. This piece of shit, right? Oh yeah, I would hate to be sitting in a room with him while that plays.
Man,
it'd be so uncomfortable. I'm like, hey, bro, like, I'm finna go outside by the pool because like nigga, you are freaking me down.
I read the transcripts after this, man. Like, oh, I'm going home.
Come on, man. Let's get back on track, man. The main event.
Yeah, stop. The fuck?
Oh man.
Because if we're here for 3 hours, I don't want to hear shit.
Deon's gonna hear it all.
Oh my god. The main event. Tag team match. Gunther and Sami Zayn took on Cody Rhodes and the WWE champion CM Punk with the stipulation that if Gunther and Sami were to win, they would be added to the match at SummerSlam. And after a hellacious battle, Cody Rhodes, CM Punk, victorious with the help of the SmackDown manager, Nick Aldis, finally standing 10 toes down against Gunther. And we will talk about that in this episode. And a little incident occurred after the match that we've seen online between Cody Rhodes and CM Punk. And now I'm sure we will find out more about that coming up this Friday. But honey, let's start with you. No, I would like to start with Deonne. Deonne, your thoughts on this match? That's my first question.
Man, I thought it was a fine match. I mean, it was. I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna throw back a question at y'all. Was it that predictable? Because I felt like it was very predictable while I watched it. Like there was a hope for Nick Aldis, but like I was like, there's a chance that this is where that happens, and that's where we get that match, and all of this was for nothing.
Can I ask you this question? On a scale of 1 to 10, how much did you want to see Cody versus CM Punk?
I mean, if you give it to me, that's fine. But me asking for it or anticipating it, 7, maybe somewhere around there, 6 or 7. I'm floating there. Yeah, 6. I'm floating there. Just because I don't know, like, what other marquee match you would have booked for that title for SummerSlam.
You could have booked anything else. The problem is they thought people wanted to see this match, and we don't. We wanted to see this match some years ago. We don't care now.
Like, well, let's see. What if the build gets you? Oh shit! It's like 2 weeks until that time.
It's next week. It's next week.
That's why
ain't no build, bro. Ain't no build. Like
we're done.
We're done. There's 2 more SmackDowns tomorrow.
Next week is
Friday.
go home show.
Exactly. Like, bro, like no one cares. And I'm not saying it like it's a bad match. It's just one of those like, bro, we didn't ask for this.
Well,
we didn't.
I'm just trying to think. I'm going down the roster in my head right now.
You already know where it is, bro. Sammy and Cody, night 1. That could have easily closed this out.
For SummerSlam.
Set for night 1. We got night 2 covered already.
This is true.
That's what I'm saying. Like, this would have been the time to be okay to say, like, hey, we're gonna do something and give it to the person that's the steadfast person here. That's not at the superstar level. It's like, yo, like, eventually y'all gonna have to do these with these people. Now, if Punk retains the title, it'll be good that he's there because he'll do a better job at raising all the ships with the tide than Cody will. Because Cody is QB1 and he has to do so much, but CM Punk is a person where it does not look unrealistic if Carmelo Hayes and him gives him a title shot on a Friday night SmackDown.
Right.
Mm-hmm. That's what he was doing on Monday nights, right? Like that's exactly. What helped out on Mondays with that title.
So that's what SmackDown needs. So that's what I'm like, it makes sense that you gave it to him, but it's just a simple fact that nobody is clamoring over this match. Like, we have no reasoning to. Like, even like the way y'all are acting right now with the hey little brother, and it's like, so y'all doing the same shit. Like, didn't LA Knight just call out Seth and Roman for that? And now y'all are doing it, and now y'all are making it seem like, ooh, look at what CM put. Like, bro. So, dude, it's just fuck LA Knight, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Disrespectful.
We gonna run with the shit he said, and we gonna make that for both main events.
That's just stupid.
Because I think in their mind they see, I guess they're trying to play it up like Roman and Seth too, like some history between the two. But it don't hit like Roman and Seth. Like we saw that every week for years. So they talk about their stuff before CM Punk and Cody Rhodes did. But I'm like, yeah, man, it's for the marquee, man. And it's for CM Punk. That's what it's for. And I don't know if anything else would have moved tickets for him either in this situation. But it didn't
move tickets. But that's the thing. It didn't move tickets.
It only moved them down to $25 for the cheapest ticket, though.
Exactly.
Wait, did it?
Yeah, bro.
Tickets like was $25 for SummerSlam. Yes. See, they even said it like on the screen, like it was on the bottom. Like, get your tickets starting now at $25. I was like,
they've never done that. Now, even Vince has never been like as low as.
Nope. Vince was always if you build it, they will show up. It will be there.
I would hope also that's a shift in like the wrestling fandom too, to be like, we ain't paying that much for that anymore. You're only
getting 5 matches. And then the matches that have been announced wasn't a solid sale. Like, even for Roman and Seth, it still wasn't enough to pull this in. So it's like, okay, now we got to bring in our big gun. And it's like, that didn't get it to sale. So it's like, at this point, though, like, you do better being able to go, hey, let's do a mixture of this, see where we can get it to go, and then let's see what celebrities we can bring in. But, honey, I want to ask you this question. With this, I think we need to address the sad elephant in the room that this right here eliminates Sami Zayn from anything that he just achieved in the last 60 days. Your thoughts on Sami with no direction to the WWE Championship, no match at SummerSlam, and just the rise and fall within the last 3 weeks of this guy from the top of the mountain to here. You're mute, honey.
Oh, Jesus. I know I've talked a lot of shit about Sami Zayn, but
that's gonna be a whole compilation right there too.
This time it's because I forgot to unmute myself because I mute myself so nothing else.
she's like those old like SmackDown versus Raws when they were just coming down the ramp in their mouth.
She got them old schools where you gotta click it on and click it off for it to work. You can't leave it on.
Austin just walking down the ring.
Oh God.
Yeah, we got a good match for y'all tonight, folks. This is going to be one of the biggest bouts we've seen in the quarter time of the life century.
And take a sip of gin and smoke a cigar.
As I was saying,
big time action here, the God. Wrestling with Honey here, and I'm going to be covering this match against Andre the Giant. And the perfect Kurt Hennig. We've got gin, we've got cigars, we've got beautiful ladies, we've got Pachu, and now it is time for a brawl. We're gonna take you to the center of the ring. We got Don Hilo doing the announcement.
Take it away, Don.
Take it away, Don.
As I was saying, I know I've talked a lot of shit about Sami Zayn, but if you're asking me about the journey, it's not looking good, clearly. And I still stand by what I said a couple weeks back. Y'all had plenty of opportunities to do this before. But I don't know why they didn't bother pulling the plug on it earlier. But I will say in regards to also the perspective of the match changing. Come on, I don't want to lose my thought. The only thing with the perspective of the match changing when they had the stipulation for it to possibly be a fatal 4-way. That's the only way I started caring about wanting CM Punk and Cody Rhodes, because I did not want another fatal 4-way at another big PLE. That's all. Get it out your system now.
Oh shit! No, I'm just sorry. He did this. That shit
and I got pretty big ears, so I still had to do this.
Oh shit! Because it wasn't too slow, it wasn't too fast. It was just a. Oh gosh, yo! Woo, man! All I can say is, yo, it sucks that Sammy became a casualty of war right now in the battle of trying to sell SummerSlam tickets.
Yep.
Unfortunately, he is not that go-to guy when it's like there's a quota that we have to meet. Nothing that he's really done, but it's like, hey, you know, if you have a stadium that got to fill up almost 80,000 people, and you didn't only got to maybe 40 or 50. I see why you panic.
Are we sure they're even at that? Because I heard even lower numbers for.
I'm in 50 for both nights. Total.
Okay, total. Yeah,
total.
Okay.
Like that would mean 25 each night.
Yeah,
like not 50 each. Like 50 for both nights total.
And I'm interested to see like the layout for it, because at SummerSlam in Nashville, they just did like the one side of the stadium for that one. And there was nothing, like the rest of it was just empty and tarped off or whatever. So I wonder if they do that there or try to space it out as much as they can. But man, with the ticket prices and the build of the matches, like, and it's Minnesota. No disrespect to Minnesota.
No, that's also the big factor people have been talking about. No one wants to go to Minnesota. It's hot.
Not a destination.
It's not a destination spot. Like nobody wants to spend a week there. Like nobody. No. Nobody's like, yo, I'm not finna spend all this money to go be in Minnesota in July. Like, I'm good.
Yeah. They need to start back taking that into consideration too, because I don't ever remember a SummerSlam that wasn't like, I don't know, California, Florida, a coast, a busy town.
When's the last time we had one in Miami? Fan, not necessarily a Knicks fan though. What was the goal to accomplish here with this segment?
I think it was to help, and well, WWE, I guess they thought it would make sense to capitalize on really celebrating the NBA champs in their home venue where they won. So I feel like, and we also know the symbolism of Madison Square Garden with WWE, period. And it's hosted many Saturday night main events. I think it was just more so the rollout to get Jalen Brunson, Kat, and like them to sell. They are big WWE fans as well, so them to celebrate and also merge, the NBA and WWE, furthering that whole ESPN thing, because they've been all over ESPN since this. Go like Roman said, greatness recognizing greatness. And unfortunately, I was upset because Jalen had a cast on his wrist, so I was hoping to see him in some action. I thought it was really dry how you just have him walk in front of Seth and then that's it. Like I whatever, I get it. But it was just to help them usher in the champs and celebrate them in the venue. That's what I really think it was. It was cool. If you're a Knicks fan or you're from New York and you seen what happened there, the magic that happened a couple months ago, you would understand why this was kind of cool for a lot of people. I know a lot of people didn't like it, but I didn't mind it.
Deonne, your thoughts?
Why, man? And then I figured out why. It's because of this. It's because of this photo op. It's because of this. This is everywhere. This is what WWE does now. Like, this is the notoriety. This is the, I guess, rub that they get or do now when they can with celebrities, and that's about it. For me, storyline wise, I didn't like it because Seth and Roman has their thing going on and made Seth look like a goof a little bit to me. And then we go off and we want this shot. This is what we want. And it served the people in the arena, I think. The New Yorkers in their Tim boots and puff jackets and sausage biscuit. Wait, nah. I want
bacon, egg, and cheese.
Bacon, egg, and cheese. Yeah, there it is. There it is.
You gotta say like
pretty much.
Word.
It is one word. Bacon, egg, and cheese.
Bacon, egg, and cheese.
Well, basically, I just like mimic like the Turtles when they did it on Mutant Mayhem when they were talking about it.
Nah, you gotta say one word. Bacon, egg, and cheese.
It's all
it was
bacon, egg, and cheese.
And it's bacon, egg, and cheese or chopped cheese. You don't say chops. Cheese. It's just chopped cheese. Like it just comes out.
Chopped cheese.
Chopped cheese. Chopped cheese.
But it was for this, and like I said, I just didn't like it storyline wise. We got Tyrese Halliburton too, and I think I've asked this question like, well, is rival stuff, right?
I thought they were going to take
damn game last year, I think, weren't they?
Yes, they were. In last Saturday night main event also.
Yeah, so it's for that. It's the celebrity part of WWE, and they do it better than anybody. But for this, I don't think I liked how it was like woven into the storyline for Seth and Roman. Yeah, I really did, because it was on one of those things. It was better done than everything else they've done with celebrities, like a Jelly Roll or a Pat McAfee, right? But with this one, it was just like, all right, let's get the photo op for that. We're in New York. We've been here all week for Fanatics Fest, right? So let's end it. Let's end it this way. And I think I said this like last few weeks ago: is we have a heel face situation for Roman and Seth, or is it just because Roman feels very heelish to me?
I don't think it matters at this point.
Really? Okay. But yeah, that's where I'm at on that. It's the top of the banner.
You gotta have your good guy and your bad guy. We know, Deonne.
I like to be able to root for somebody, okay, and boost somebody.
You're rooting for Seth. Yeah,
I definitely am rooting for Seth. Right. I hate, yeah.
Some would say Seth. Some would say Seth's the villain.
How? Okay, never mind. I give back. I give.
You know why?
Up. My time.
Chair shot to the back. Anyone? How quickly they forget.
Man, get over that.
No.
How long has it been?
No.
Tell them to get over it.
It's called.
I will say this though.
Get over it.
People say that, and then I ask this question.
Get over it.
What if the chair was in Roman's hand? Are we gonna sit here and act like he wouldn't have done the same thing?
No.
He should have.
Honey said no. The delusion on that.
See, like LA Knight said, got a con, man. Got a con.
Roman would.
No, I think Joe would definitely have taken that chair and whacked one of them if the shoe was on the other foot. But as far as this segment was, I didn't necessarily get it, again, but I can understand that this was not for me. This was for, like you said, NBA fans who are also wrestling fans. This is a great way to mix this up. But if I'm to be just honest about it, this did not have to happen on camera. This really more felt like something that's like how you said, like if you were there, this is what you got to see, and then let people shoot it and make it as a viral moment. Y'all could have still had some stuff shot, cut up to put it up so it looked good, but this kind of felt like this should not have closed out the show. Like this should not have been. I don't know if it did. It close it out.
Yeah, this was it.
This closed it out. Yeah.
Yeah, like this was not a closeout type of moment for me. But again, too, like I said, I'm not a sports fan, so there will be biasness to this. But I just felt like as far as a segment was concerned, it should have not been the closing factor in anything, and it didn't push the needle into us more excited about this match between Roman and Seth.
Maybe if it started the night. No.
Maybe.
Start because everybody's used to Roman opening up the show, walking out with the swag, all slow.
Even in the middle, I would have took the middle part if that's what was needed. I just don't think this. I don't think this segment was bigger than the match that took place before it. I think it should have ended with the way all of that went down. That was your closer. Even as much as we're not big fans of how it went down, that was your closer, not this.
Because now you're almost telling me like this felt like a dark match angle. You know what I mean? Like the cameras are stopped rolling. All this is going down. The guy who, yeah, it just felt. You're right. I agree with that. It felt like it couldn't have just been for the arena, but. Hey man, got to get those clicks, got to get that press, got to get that everything that WWE wants from.
But I think you still could have, and I think this was maybe an opportunity that could have been missed because imagine this not airing and people getting all of this. This makes you kind of want to be there. It's like, dang, I missed out on that. Like, yeah, you had to be there to come see this. Oh man, next time this happened, man, I gotta buy my SummerSlam ticket so I don't miss moments like these.
If this was back in the day, in the heyday of Saturday Night Main Event when it was kicking, most likely that would have happened.
Well, no, I'm saying think about it today from a social media standpoint.
Oh, well,
people in there with phones, like that's exclusive to folks who were there. So when you posted, you had to have been there for it, or you're getting the exclusive WWE cut of it. But this allows this to be able to like, yo, don't too many people have this except for the folks that were in the arena that night. And now I get to post it, which includes now more shares, more likability, more being thrown into the algorithm because everybody doesn't have this. So that means there are selected sources in which this comes from that I think would be a great deal for like anybody that's there that's a content creator, somebody that's just a huge WWE fan that likes to support the brand and the company. I think that this would have been one of those moments to test that out and then see how much you get. And I really think you would have gotten a rise in SummerSlam sales had that been done. That's just me though.